Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video we're going to do a quick dinner, healthy dinner. We're going to use some sockeye salmon and quinoa for a grain, and for vegetables we're going to do asparagus. And I have all of my ingredients here. You're going to need a handful of garlic. Well, maybe not a handful, but I'm going to use a handful because I love garlic. We're actually going to use a rice cooker. I know a lot of times people like to act like using a rice cooker is degrading almost. You should use the pot like the old days. All right, whatever. Fast, easier, rice cooker, set it, forget it. I don't have to deal with it. Put it in here and go. It's the same thing. 2 cups of water to 1 cup of quinoa. Same thing with rice. This is my trick or my tip. Don't tell anybody. Basically, I season my quinoa. Even if I did like a brown rice, I would still put the seasoning in it while it is cooking. So what I put in there is this rosemary garlic powder seasoning by Tones. That doesn't have salt. I use Tony Saturated, which if you're from Louisiana, you definitely know what this is. This is your secret ingredient. And it's actually made in Opelousas. This is where I was born. I use garlic powder. Again, never too much garlic, and I use a little Italian seasoning. So we do two cups of water, 1 cup of rice. We're gonna throw that in there. That's gonna be taken care of. For my asparagus, I'm going to use cast iron skillet. Oh yeah, cause this is Southern Singing Kitchen. Southern Singing Kitchen. Ba-dum-dum-dum. Southern Singing Kitchen. Anyway, what we're gonna do is we're gonna actually use this. This is going in the oven along with the salmon, but it doesn't take as long as the salmon takes. So first, we're gonna take this to the sink and we're gonna wash this off. This is 1 little bushel. I dropped teeth. This is one bushel of asparagus, and we're gonna use the whole thing because whatever I don't eat now for dinner, I'm going to take it to work tomorrow. So I'm actually going to wash these off and then I'm going to come back and cut them. Before I do that, this is olive oil. So we're going to take that and we're going to, they say lightly coat, but hey, put as much as you want, okay? Now I'm going to use my skillet as the bowl as well, because I could have cut this up, then put it in the bowl, then seasoned it and put it on there, but we're going to do it all in the skillet, okay? So I'm going to lower the camera so that you can see what I do. All right, we're back with a better view. I've cleaned off my asparagus, and I'm actually going to, these are pretty big, but I'm going to cut them in half, okay? That's all we're doing. Throw them in the skillet. Oh, sorry, I forgot. I don't like these little white pieces. I cut these off. Okay, which is just the bottom of the asparagus. That's basically what I mean. It's the lighter color. I told you guys I love fruit that is full of color. So I get rid of the ends. Again, we're putting all of that in the garden. Well, not in the garden, but in the compost. Same thing, I guess. What am I doing? I'm not cutting them in half. Stay focused. That's why you need to eat healthy, so that you can stay focused. Bam. These asparagus are actually pretty big. They normally don't come this thick, but these are pretty thick. Okay, now that we have our asparagus in this skillet, we're gonna take it and add some more on there. The reason we're adding some at the top and on the bottom is so when I add all my seasoning, look, Tony's, we're sprinkling. We're sprinkling, people, okay? This is not even open. Come on, come on, come on. Let's see. Trash. Oh, it smells so good. And once all my stuff is in my garden and I can grow this myself, I'll get me, or I'll just go take my brother's dehydrator. You could never have enough garlic. Okay, what did I not put? And as you can see, I use my same type of seasonings over and over and over all the time to maximize the flavors. Let me lift on, hold on. Because I don't feel like touching this with my hands, I have nails. I don't want to get all that seasoning in between my nails. But I do want to work it in. Oh, gotta be more careful. Gots to be more careful, baby. Ooh, yeah. Ooh, 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 yeah. That's right, that's right. All right. Now, that, my dear, is beautiful. All right, we're gonna put the oven on 425 because I'm gonna put that salmon in there too. So I don't want this to overcook. This will probably get done before that, but it doesn't matter. I'm not putting that in the oven. I'm not putting asparagus in the oven yet. I'm waiting till the oven preheats because I forgot to turn it on before I started the video. Okay, so I cannot find my full cup measuring thing. So I'll use a half a cup. That's why it's going to be 2 scoops, okay? Or 2 pours. And fill that thing up to the brim. Again, I'll fill it up to the brim. You wash this off. I'll be back. Okay, we've washed the quinoa off, okay? So now we come in and we add our seasonings. Garlic powder, boom, 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 bam. Don't measure, baby. You don't measure with this kind of stuff. Only thing that you want to be careful with is the tonies because it does have salt in it or sodium in it. But this kind of stuff, you season until your ancestors tell you it's enough. Enough, my child. Let's go. Yeah, I'm telling y'all, when y'all season the grain, try it. I don't do white rice. I stopped doing white rice years ago. I went to millet. I went to brown rice. And now I'm on quinoa. I went to a cancer fighting luncheon like years ago. And this was one of the superfoods that they mentioned that was really good to fight free radicals in the body. Salmon was another one. I believe it was asparagus and kale were another one. So I've tried to incorporate all those things into my diet. Put a little tony. Put a little tony. I'll take it and mix it up. All right, then I'm going to add my 2 cups of, and I'm going to add 2 cups of water. And I'm going to add olive oil so that it doesn't stick. That's a secret ingredient too. Add olive oil. Now that I have added my water, which was again 2 cups of water, I'm going to stir it again. And I'm going to add in just a little drizzle of olive oil, people. Okay, I'm still waiting on my oven to ding to let me know that it is preheated to the 425. If you want to cook your stuff faster, you can. It's up to you. You know how you like your food. I'm here just to give you the recipe on what to put in it. As far as how fast you want to cook it, how slow you want to cook it, the amount of food you want to cook, that's up to you. Again, put this top on. I'm going to actually put this over here. On my thing, well, it's like a latch. I push the latch on there and it's going to cook. It'll let me know when it's ready. All right. Now the seasonings make sure starts, because I'm trying not to sneeze. Okay, I'm going to keep this over by my stuff because once it starts to boil, I'm going to stir it 1 time in my rice cooker. Once it starts to boil, I'm going to stir it. That way I know the seasoning is throughout the entire thing. And then I'm not going to mess with it again. So I'm going to leave that by this. This with this because that's what works with that. Okay, now we finished with the quinoa. The asparagus is already prepped. Now it's the big ta-da. Okay. How do I prep this piece of fish? Okay. First of all, what we're going to do is we're going to take it out of the pack and I'm going to rinse it off in the sink. Not only am I going to rinse it off in the sink, I'm going to cut this lemon in half like this. Well, not in half, maybe in a 1/4 or a 1/3. Yeah, a 1/3. And I'm going to, after I rinse it off with water, I'm going to then soak the salmon in the lemon to actually cleanse it like ×2, so to speak. The lemon will actually cleanse your meat, both sides. This salmon, I like to get it because it has the skin still on it. And the skin is one of the most healthiest parts, or the most nutrient-based parts. And while that is resting over there, I'm going to start cutting up my onions and my garlic. So let me go do this, and I'll be right back. All right, guys, now it's time to prep my ingredients that's going to go inside of the salmon. So first, we're going to chop up our onions, okay? So it doesn't matter which way you chop your onions. I know certain people like to chop it long ways. It doesn't matter. It's your onions. I'm not going to use the whole onion, just a half of it. I'm trying to peel that. And I like to cut up my seasoning small because I know some people like to have it like for presentation, but I like to have it for usability, that I'm actually going to eat these onions. And so everything that I put and prep and put in here, I'm actually going to consume. So it's not just to be cute, pretty. Of course it's going to be cute, but because I do love a good presentation for food, especially if you have guests over. This is a good dish for that. But as you can see, I'll let you guys see how small. Whoa. I'll let you see how small I cut this. Look. It's very thin. See? It's very thin. Thin, 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 thin. Now, what I'm going to do is I have a pan that I use for my salmon. And actually that thing had 2 salmons in it. I'm not sure why. Maybe to make the weight. They gave me 2 fillets or whatever. But anyway, you take this and you're going to put this at the bottom. And I'm actually going to lay the salmon on top of this. That way, as the skin is being cooked, it's actually, that onion flavor is going through it. I'm actually going to put a little oil at the bottom of my thing too. And I'm going to leave this other half of my onion, well, or the fourth of my onion, because that was the entire half. Then I'm actually going to cut some slices, or half a slices of lemons. So basically what I did is I just cut like that. And now I'm going to actually make my slices. Okay, then I'm actually going to take these little thin, again, slices, and I'm going to place them at the bottom of my pan. Just like that. Then I'm going to put some at the top too, so that's why I'm saving a fourth of everything. So for my garlic, the difference is I'm not wasting my garlic on the bottom of my salmon. Not at all. All of this garlic is going to go on and in the salmon. But I have a little garlic mincer thing. I like my garlic minced. I can chop pretty fine. The stuff that I have, like as far as like me being able to chop up a good piece of garlic, perfect. But I have a gadget. I love kitchen gadgets. So, okay, in the comments, if you guys have a gadget that would help me in the kitchen, put it in the comments. Let me see what you guys are using, because I am a gadget fanatic. I told you guys I have a juicer. Now I have 2 juicers. I'm gonna have 3 juicers, because I have the little juicer for the citrus things. And I have 2 cast iron skillets. I have a rice pot. I have a air fryer. I have a small George Foreman grill. I have a food processor. I can go on and on, okay? But this is called a garlic presser. So, and it's blue. It matches my kitchen. So you have the ability to slice the garlic, And then you have the ability to mince the garlic. I choose to mince it. It depends though on what you're cooking. You may want to have sliced garlic. But look, wait till I show you a close-up on the garlic so that y'all can see how fine it chops it. And like I told you guys also, you can never have enough garlic. That's just me talking, okay? And I guess that's important because, hey, this is my channel. So y'all can do what I do. Garlic is really good for you. Matter of fact, when I edit this video, I'm going to put the benefits of garlic in this video. Hopefully I remember. Y'all, it's almost as if it makes you a chef when you have these gadgets. I'm telling you. Okay? Uh-oh, spaghetti. I gotta cut this. Should have did it on this side. Yeah. And when I'm watching on the camera, sometimes when I watch myself, it looks like I'm about to cut my finger, but I'm actually not. Like the knife is like nowhere near my finger. I have these nails on, so maybe that's what it is. But I went ahead and just pre-chopped everything. Let me bring this camera over here so that y'all can see how I mince this garlic. And then I'm going to bring the meat over and season it and show y'all how I season it. All right, y'all, as you can see, look at that. Look at this. Look how beautiful this garlic was minced. Look how small the grade of it. Beautiful. Okay, my lemon's falling over. And this is what I did with the bottom of my pan with the olive oil. Close up. I'll give you a close up also of the asparagus. That's beautiful. It's going to be fully seasoned too. It actually went already in the oven. Okay. I'm going to move this out the way and we're going to deal with the back part of our salmon. All right. This is the back part. So I'm just going to put a little seasoning because I actually eat the skin. Okay. But I'm going to be careful and only put Tony's on the back. I'm not going to put garlic. That's another thing. I didn't put garlic on. I did not put garlic. Notice I did not put garlic on my pan because garlic burns really fast. So that's why I'm not putting any underneath. Just Tony's. Now, if you want to do it, go ahead. I'm just saying. And I have the Midas touch when it comes to this, when it comes to that sprinkle, as you can see. Because you don't want to put too much seasoning. Too much is just like not enough. Because you don't want to have no salty food. It's disgusting. Okay. All right. Now, that rolls our oven beeping. Okay, now I'm going to show y'all a trick that I use to make sure your food is seasoned throughout. You see how it has that split through there? I'm going to put some seasoning in there, and I'm talking about the fresh seasoning. I'm going to actually also carve that thing down. Put some seasoning in there. Do the same thing for the big pieces. Put some seasoning in there. Okay. Now, again, I'm using the same seasoning for everything. You sprinkle that over there. You're going to sprinkle you some Tony's. Again, you can see based on how you do it, if it's going to be too much, too little, you see what you're doing. Even though these are different seasonings, only one that has salt is Tony's. So everything else, I could put as much of this, as less of this. It's not bad. It's all good. You can never season it in that manner, in that way, so to speak. All right. Now, remember I had those slits? I'm actually putting my garlic inside of every little piece of hole I could find. Probably should have did this first. But so We're gonna save some to go on top too now. Don't get it twisted. But we are gonna put some down in there, baby. Down in the club. Y'all don't know that that's Jack and Neil. That's my cousin Jack and Neil. Well, the DJ is playing. Go DJ. That's my DJ. Down in the club. Oh yeah. Well, my DJ is playing. Go DJ. That's my DJ. DJ got us pumping. Playing our favorite song. Play me some Sir Charles Jones Friday and Jeff Floyd. Let's get it on. That's why we're down in the club. Oh yeah. Where my DJ is playing. Putting that onion on that. Go DJ. That's my DJ. Down in the club. Oh yeah. Where the DJ is playing. Go DJ. That's my DJ. Having some good time, yeah. At my favorite spot. Sipping on some Hennessy, yeah. With lemon on rocks. That's why we're down in the club. Oh, yeah. Where my DJ is playing. Go DJ. Add that little sprinkle. Add that little sprinkle of lemon juice, y'all. Then we gonna sizzle that thing with some a little olive oil. Y'all, we're gonna top that up with another piece of aluminum foil. All right, let's check on that quinoa. Ooh, baby. Oh, baby. Yes, it's ready. And I'm going to cut it off so that it doesn't dry out. I'm going to pull the plug on it. Asparagus is almost finished, y'all. I just want mine a little browner. All right, y'all. Let's look at it. And you can hear it sizzling. They're kind of soft, but I want mine to get a little bit softer and a little more like done than that. Because they're pretty big. They're kind of thick. Perfect. I took off everything and now the broiler is on and I put it on low. Now the problem is I didn't realize my other skillet is in there. Hold on. Alright guys, we just got it out of the oven. I'm going to give you guys a close-up before I cut it. I'm going to cut off everything and then we're going to plate our food. Yesterday I made this juice, which was a bit of everything that was left over in my refrigerator that I had that was possibly about to go bad. So I'm going to give you guys a close-up of everything. Give me 1 second to get that close. There we go, guys. We have asparagus. We have the salmon and quinoa. Time to plate this food. This is it. We're going to try everything and see how it came out. Yes, yes. I'm gonna just take some more over here because I'm gonna go and really sit down and eat and enjoy myself. But that's really good. Let's try this. The quinoa. Y'all, it is seasoned. Now this is the big today. Let's see. The salmon. I'm done. Y'all, it's the combination for me. It's the asparagus for me. It's the cancer fighting properties within the food for me. It's destroying of the free radicals in the body for me. Like it, y'all, it's the natural garlic and onions and lemon for me. I'm telling y'all, like this is off the chain. The combination is crazy. Y'all, I'm not gonna lie, it's the best asparagus I've ever made. Hands down, the best. And I'm telling you, the key ingredient for the asparagus is when you do it in a cast iron skillet in that oven. Perfect. Y'all, when you drizzle that butter, that salted butter on top of that, on top of this salmon. All right. Okay, y'all. As always, don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. If y'all try this recipe, please try this recipe first of all. But when you do try it, put it in the comments and tell everybody how good it is. It's amazing. Also, share. Anybody dealing with any type of ailments where they're trying, or they're just trying to eat healthier, share my channel and hopefully I can make something that will help anybody. And as always, live in love and love yourself enough to eat right. This is eating right, y'all. Drinking right too. Good night. I can't take it. Good night. Good night. Dinner is served. Good night. Bye, y'all. Bye, y'all.